Hey, and welcome to another episode of Healthy Geeks with Batman
and Deadpool.
Today we'll be reviewing a graphic novel,
The Court of Owls saga. Let's get into it, folks. Welcome back, everyone. So, I've been reading this book. It's a graphic novel called Batman...
The Court of Owls saga.
I can't read it because I have a mask on, but anyway...
no excuses.
No excuses. Anyway, so I'm about over halfway through the book right now, and I just kind of wanted to review it a bit because... Spoilers ahead, but I don't know the ending, so I won't ruin it for you if you do want to read this and not have us ruin it for you. So
no, stick around. You want it ruined.
You want it ruined. He's in it, so he stars in it.
I like the parody that they did off this a lot better than the actual story because it's funny as hell. But anyway, let's keep going.
You've never read the story.
I've watched the movie and I've seen the parodies.
Oh
my goodness. So, in the parodies, if you haven't seen them already, so Batman and Nightwing are back to back and they're surrounded by the Court of Owls. And the Court of Owls member decides to tell them, "Hey, we are immortal. Nothing you can do can harm us." And then Batman's like, "Wait, so you're dead already?" And he's like, "Yes." And then he looks again like, "Oh my god, you mean I've been trained in all these deadly martial arts that I have been holding back all these years. And you're saying if I use any of those techniques on you guys, you will not die." And the Court of Owls member is like, "I regret saying anything."
Yeah, that's pretty much where the part I'm at right now. He's discovered that they're kind of like reanimating like dead people.
Yeah.
So that they can have like a league of assassins essentially that can't be killed because they have regenerative purposes.
Except their greatest enemy is Mr. Freeze.
Exactly. They can't go in the cold. Like essentially it like shuts down the regeneration and then they stop moving. They stop moving and they're no good anymore. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves though. Let's start at the beginning where we need to start. At the beginning of the book, what I like the most about it is how they incorporated the computer in the book. So like what they do is they have the computer as a character as well. So it's talking to Bruce and you can tell the difference between the computer and when people are talking because of the way they wrote it. And I thought that was very clever. And in my comic that I produced, I didn't do anything like that. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's a really good idea.
The best way to improve anything is to steal other people's ideas.
Yeah. Thomas Edison.
I wish I was joking.
Thomas Edison, everyone. Anyway.
That's not how my back gadgets work at all.
Yeah, I know.
No. I don't now have a freeze gun because of Mr. Freeze.
You just steal it from the army, essentially.
No, I have not taken anything from my enemies. I don't have a Mr. Freeze gun in my arsenal.
That's
I don't have mind control in here.
That's pretty much all you do is take your enemy's weapons and then recombobulate them. Anyway, so the reason I'm reading this is because I guess that they're kind of basing the new Batman movie off of this. And it's interesting because Mr. Freeze, I heard, is a character as well.
That'd be interesting.
So, like, he's probably going to take Mr. Freeze's technology and use it against the Court of Owls.
Would be good.
But the thing is that kind of... What I don't get is, like, how are they going to make it, like, like, there's, like...
Wait, is this the James Gunn Batman, or is this the other one?
This is Matt Reeves. So, like... That, exactly.
You're going to have a child Robin.
Well,
You're not going to have Nightwing. You're going to have a child Robin.
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of have that theory that one kid's going to be Robin, eh?
So far, well, that's what they've been hinting. But also the other issue I've been having is he has nothing to hide his secret identity in that universe yet. So I thought they were gonna give us like a late teen Robin with a similar height or build so that he could wear the bat suit at the same time as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, kind of like the
Because
old...
they haven't done that even with Alfred yet.
Yeah, that was in Adam West Batman all the time. Like either Robin or...
The animated... The comic books he has... There's no way you can tell that it's Batman because there's so many reasons that they can't be the same person. They've been in the room at the same time.
What I thought was the best... The way they used that the best was when Superman put the Batman costume on.
That was funny too.
and then they're hitting him and they're like, ah, and they're like holding their hands and they're like, what the hell?
Bane had nightmares for days.
Yeah, exactly. That was the most clever one, I thought. But anyway, so what my point is that I think that like what I have a hard time understanding is how they're going to incorporate like the regenerative properties in these like assassins and still maintain like the realism sort of that they're trying to maintain with that series.
Well, there are studies into similar aspects, like people are trying to use the zombie disease from those ants in South America and try to see if they can use it on people to bring back dead limbs, which is a terrible idea.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what Resident Evil's about a little bit. Like they make like a beauty product that like brings people back from the dead.
We have all these movies saying how it's a bad idea, and then they decide, hey, let's do it!
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I mean, if you could do that for people who lost their limbs, it'd be pretty incredible. But the thing is that it's a science that is very dangerous. Like we said, like every zombie movie, that's the plot.
There's also the study where they're trying to use lizard DNA to regrow limbs as well.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That would be a little better, but...
Or they could use shark DNA to regrow teeth.
They're also using a lot of embryos and...
Stem cells.
Reproductive organs to recreate stem cells.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like they're making test tube babies and then taking those cells
so
and putting them into people.
So they're cloning people, is what you're saying.
They're cloning body parts.
Oh, I see.
They're just putting those cells in the damaged tissue so that it could grow back. But it's still very experimental.
Well, I'm glad you're a scientist, Batman, but this all scares the hell out of me.
Oh god, they can go so wrong.
Yeah, I would prefer to just have Wolverine's abilities and just be able to grow it back.
I still have his hands, by the way.
Yeah.
That fool decided to battle me. I cut off his hands, and now he doesn't have adamantium claws anymore.
Adamantium, yeah.
Yep, he has the bone claws again, and he's been cursing me ever since.
Yeah, because those bone claws aren't that strong. How did we get on the topic of Marvel?
Sorry.
We were talking about
I
Batman?
keep kidnapping Marvel stuff.
Anyway, so...
I got Cyclops' visor now.
Yeah, okay.
He's really pissed off.
So, yeah, so I just have a hard time believing certain things. I mean, it is scientific. There is a basis of science in it for the can you say it so that I don't... Regenerative properties that they're doing with modern science, but at the same time, bringing people back from the dead, that's very difficult to do. Like, if you're dead, it's, that's God's law. Like, you're dead.
I don't know, they could have used the Lazarus pit instead.
Yeah, I mean, that's true as well, because the Lazarus pit, maybe that's what Matt Reeves is kind of trying to get away from, is like that realism, because The Dark Knight, that series, with Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises, that was like so real that like I bet you some people are still convinced that was real.
Yeah, and I think they need a break from the gritty back-to-back Batman films. That's the only way you're gonna not be compared with. There's already all these great movies you're gonna have to compare with, and we need a punny Batman so we can rewatch it.
Yeah,
we need some jokes.
You need a campy thing, which is I believe why I want to see the Superman movie is because it looks campy.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like kind of like. Are you coughing because you had to cough, or you don't like Superman?
Shh.
Don't you get in a fight with him eventually?
The kryptonite is in the belt. Don't worry.
Okay, that's good. I'm staying out of that world. Anyway, so like the campy version, like the kind of like Adam West kind of style, where it's like, and people need that. People, I think they're more entertained by that because right now, like you have all these like dark Batman films that are coming out, and they're just like as exciting and as great as Batman is, it's a little depressing.
Okay, wait. So, which movie have you watched more times? Batman and Robin, or the new Batman movie?
I've only watched the new Batman movie twice.
And how many times did you watch the Batman and Robin
Batman
movie?
and Robin that came out in the 90s, or was it early 2000s?
1997.
Yeah, 97. I've probably watched it 13, 14 times.
See, the rewatchability.
Well, because
a campy Batman
you don't get scared.
Well, it's not the scared. It's the new Batman movie is great, but it's a murder mystery, and once you know the answer, it's like it's just rewatching it for the fight scenes.
And there wasn't that great of fight scenes in it anyway.
Yeah.
Batman kind of gets handled a lot, but I don't know.
And it seems like he was only trained with 2 types of martial arts in that one.
Yeah, what were those martial arts, like kickboxing?
I think one was Krav Maga, and the other one might have been it's not Muay Thai. He
Judo?
doesn't use his knees.
Judo, maybe?
No, he doesn't throw people.
Yeah, he didn't really throw a lot of people. I would say like boxing, just like standard boxing.
But, so it was not good, you know? It's just throwing fists and taking a lot of hits.
I think it would be smart if they actually...
Muay Thai would have been better.
Yeah, I think it would be smart if they actually kind of went into the... Because that's year 1 Batman. Mm-hmm. If they actually had him, like, doing more training and, like, going to, like, a Shaolin monk monastery.
You know what would have been fun? Him teaming up with Lady Shiva in the movie. And getting extra training from her.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So he's already learned and he has all these martial arts, but she's going to help him combine his martial arts a little better.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Because there are bridges between the martial arts, and if you learn like 5 or 6 of them...
Well, I've learned 12 apparently, so I'm sorry.
Do you mean as Batman?
As Batman, yes.
Okay, I was going to say, when are you doing these things? Sorry, Batman. I didn't mean to blow your... I won't tell anyone that you're Bruce Wayne. I won't say anything.
Who's Bruce Wayne?
I don't know. Some billionaire that lives in the city.
Oh, okay. How dare you?
Yeah.
Is he better looking than me?
I don't know. He kind of has the same chin as you.
Interesting.
That's very interesting. Anywho, yeah. So read Court of Owls if you haven't read it. I think that they're going to base a lot of it of that new movie off of it. And if they're incorporating Mr. Freeze, then there's your answer right there. We already know how the movie's going to end. He's going to steal Freeze's technology and he's going to use it against the Court of Owls.
If Mr. Freeze doesn't say, "Nice to meet you," I'd be very, very upset.
I think that Matt Reeves isn't that kind of director. I think he's going to make it so serious that it might even bomb because of that. But the thing is that a Batman movie... Like, has a Batman movie ever bombed?
The new one almost did.
The new one did? Yeah.
Compared to the other movies that released at the time, it was pretty bad. It did good, but compared to the other movies that were released
everyone that I talked to personally said they loved it, and it was
And then you asked them how many times they rewatched it, and they said, "Oh, I haven't rewatched it yet."
Yeah. And then also... having a brain fart.
If you have a campy villain, he needs to be punny.
A campy villain, but those movies aren't campy at all. They're
Mr. Freeze is a campy villain no matter what you do.
Well, he has one-liners all the time. I know that.
Yeah, so if they're gonna do it and then he's just gonna be like,
And they.
die! That's not gonna be Mr. Freeze. That's gonna be a regular dude with a freeze gun.
Yeah, I honestly think, like, I don't know. The movie's kind of, the new Batman, the Matt Reeves series that's going on right now, I think that it was a big mistake not to team up with James Gunn. And
Yeah, so James Gunn is gonna have his own Batman as well.
yeah, he's going to have his own Batman. I heard Alan Richardson they're considering him. They're considering Jensen Ackles.
If he's Batman, that movie's gonna outsell anything.
Oh yeah, I know.
Even if the writing's shit.
Yeah.
Just because everybody's been wanting him as Batman for such a long time.
And he was the voice of Batman in The Long Halloween.
And he was the voice of Nightwing in a couple things as well.
Yeah.
So
he has the voice.
He has the voice.
He has the look.
He can pull off both Batman and Bruce Wayne, which hasn't happened in quite a while.
And he's a young Batman, which he can be in 3 or 4 movies or whatever.
Yeah.
So that would probably be best for them to pick him.
I actually would like to see one of these announced Batman Beyond movies actually take some filming.
Yeah, it would be really cool. It would be. I don't know who would play Bruce Wayne in it though. Like who would be Batman in that? Because he's got to be in his 80s or something, isn't he?
Let's get nuts.
You want to do it? You want Michael Keaton?
Exactly. I didn't even have to say his name. I just.
I thought that I laughed so hard when I saw it.
Yeah, that Batman, he defeated me.
Oh, there
that
he
was
is.
one.
There he is right there. Yeah, screw you, buddy. And then Danny DeVito's going, yeah, screw you, Batman. I laughed so hard when I saw that. I thought it was so funny.
Oh my god, can't believe how many times I rewatched that.
Yeah, I just kept watching it and laughing over and over again.
It's funny every single time.
Yeah. Anyway, so, I don't know, was there anything else you had to say, Batman?
Okay. Don't forget to follow Cowboy Batman on Twitch. I'm still working out the setup still, so that'll be fixed eventually. And once I get to 25 subscribers, which I'm at 20 right now, I am being blindsided. Robin is forcing me to play a game without giving me any hints or information about it. So if you want to see my blind reaction to a game dressed as Batman, which is me, subscribe to that channel. Once we reach 50, there's going to be another game. Would you want to blindside me with a game too?
Sure, I don't mind. Anyway, is that it? Are you done?
Well, we have some other things in the works. We have cards to review. Apparently, I have a double fruit to open at some point too.
Yeah, we got those Shoppers Drug Mart cards, the Marvel ones. We're gonna open some of those and see if they're any good. Yeah, I don't know. We might not. It doesn't matter.
And hey, if you do send us some money, you can enter into one of our draws. We'll do a draw if people are interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, an online draw. So we have a couple things in the works. Don't laugh at us.
Yeah, and if you want to purchase my signature with a comic, you can make a donation to our videos and our media and our comic producing.
Well, if you do check out our link tree, which will be below in the description, we do have a link to the Ko-Fi, which you can send a $20 donation so that we can mail it to you.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
And you get my signature, a graphic novel that I wrote and produced. And do we have anything else to give these folks? Oh, Bitcorn.
right?
You can
Also in the link.
Also in the
Ko-Fi.
link, it's on Ko-Fi, and it's $20 for that comic as well.
You can also subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll enter monthly raffles. Once we get to 5 patrons, we'll start be doing those. Goodness. I'm not going to be talking about what I'm doing on TikTok, but you'll also be entered into that draw as well. Do check out Healthy Geeks on TikTok in order to find out more details.
It's nothing dirty. He just doesn't want to admit that he's selling Logan's lips online.
That's one of them.
And it's not in a weird way either. It's a plastic mask lips. It's all
3D formed off his face.
PG. It's all PG.
So what Deadpool will do with it is not PG.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do with it is not PG. But that's that's another matter. And isn't there some great energy drinks you want to talk about, Batman?
Right. We will be having a video coming out about Dubby. If you do use the code HealthyGeeks on Dubby, you do get a 15% off. Some months it is 25%. So do use the link. It does help us out.
Alright, that's it. Thanks for tuning into Healthy Geeks, folks. Have a wonderful day, and see you later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay healthy.
This has been another edition of Healthy Geeks with Batman and Deadpool. Don't forget to like and subscribe.